Hey again everyone, Georgie here from Beards and Board Games. Today I'm going to be reviewing Gold Ahoy by Stephen Hamingus. This is a two-player game by Mayfair. This game is a tile-laying game which is mainly based upon sort of access points and routes. You're building a 6x6 grid by blindly drawing tiles from a bag. And literally whoever has the most access points to certain areas, like sanded areas, watered areas, a lot of areas can literally become blocked off. And because you're building that 6x6 grid as well, you can kind of place tiles on your player's side to try and, I'd say, screw them over as such, but certainly benefit yourself and cut off their access points. Okay, just before I go any further with today's review, we'd just like to give a special shout out to Jason from Mayfair Games in Inverness. I feel he's doing great things for board games, card games, trading card games in the north of Scotland. He's running X-Wing tournaments, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, everything like that. He's also has a board game club that's held there every 2 weeks on a Saturday now. He's just doing really great things for the community, and it's just a really awesome guy. Thanks again for donating this to me, Jason. And if you're ever in the area, check out Mayfair Games. Let's go and check out Gold Ahoy. Okay guys, in the game you will receive 36 of these tiles. All of them will be in this bag here and the game, and you will be drawing tiles randomly from the game. All the tiles as well are kind of individual, and they all have their own artwork style on them. Apparently you even find a surprise or two in the game. Is that Agricola in the sand? Yeah, it is. Okay, so, the beginning of the game, one player will draw the first tile, lay it down. I just got the Agricola tile again, that's mental. Okay, next player we take a tile, and it always must be placed adjacent to another tile that's already there. You can't like just slop it down somewhere. Always must be placed adjacent. And like I said, you're trying to build a 6x6 grid. Each player just taking one tile at a time, not sure where they're going to put it. They're never actually sure where their side's going to end yet. And it's all to do with how many entrances into certain areas you have. So say for example, this one would be one entry into this water area. This would be one entry into this sandy area. Well, this side actually has two. So he's already beaten me there. So that's the kind of thing you're working for here. But I think I should just show you like a full map of the 36 tiles once they've been played. And I'll give you more of an idea of what I'm talking about with the entrance points. Okay, so here's a completed game as such, okay? So, like I said, it's mainly the access points is the main thing, and it's the treasure chests that you're looking for. So for each treasure chest that a player has is 1 point, and whoever has the most points is the winner. Now, for example, this player has 2 entry points into this sanded area, and it cuts off here, meaning this player has absolutely none, because you only go by the entry points at either side here. So this would be 2 points for this player. Now, as you can see, it can get a bit tricky going up into the bigger areas, but just for another example, this water area here is not connected up there at all. However, he's got one entry point at this side, meaning only one treasure. So that would be 3 points already just from this little area here. Then we would go into something more difficult. So for example, this sandy area here goes all the way down here and across there, and all the way across here. Now, the only thing I would say is there's 2 entry points here, and there's also 2 entry points over there. Okay, the only other thing to say would be if the players tie for the amount of entry points into the land or water, nobody scores the points. So, the only other thing to say is, I hope you can see the strategy coming out here. So, even though it's a quick 10 to 15 minute game, perhaps you could see how laying tiles on the adjacent player's side, or trying to finish their, get to that 6 part so that they can't draw any more past your point to try and kill some of your entries. It can be a real take that game, come to think about it. But I think we should just go and take a look at my final thoughts. So guys, what did I think of Gold Ahoy overall? I actually really enjoyed it. I really did. When I first started playing it, the first game I had, I was like, hey, this is kind of strange. Is it too luck based for me? Is there not too much strategy? But there is strategy in it, and the bigger it gets, the more tense you feel in your head. You're like, oh, please don't put that there. Please don't get this. And, genuinely, a couple of locations literally came down to the last tile that was put down. So it's kind of like, oh, who's going to get the last tile? What's going to happen? Is that tile actually going to be of any use, or is it just going to... it can actually be quite stressful when you can't see what anyone else is about to put down. But then when they put it down, whether it benefits you or not, it's still super fun because it's only that 10 to 15 minute mark again. You're like, no, or yes, depending on how you get on. I really enjoy it, and that's Gold Ahoy by Mayfair Games. Thanks again for watching another episode of Beards and Board Games from me, Georgie. Thanks again to Jason for donating this to me. And again, if you're ever in the Inverness area, don't forget to go in and check out his store. Other than that, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter, and check me out on Patreon. Guys, hope you're having an awesome week so far, and I'll catch you guys later. This episode was sponsored by Gameslore, the UK's largest specialist games retailer, which can be found at gameslore.com.